This story is a metaphor for climbing the corporate ladder, and you may be thinking that the rollerblades are a little goofy. But just last year, people were selling other people's digital copies of monkeys to try and get ahead. So, rollerblades are really not that far-fetched. And who doesn't like a little speed in their life? So, rollerblades it is. But just remember that everyone struggles to get job interviews, so try not to get too discouraged. Good luck! Hey, welcome to your first job interview. I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but just relax and do your best. You're sure to get the job. Congratulations, you've completed the interview process. Unfortunately, the company needs you to do a take-home interview. I see a note here that says, "Sorry for making you jump through all these hoops." Oh, yeah. So the company just needs one more interview. The note here says, "Last one, we promise." And to ignore the hoops on fire. That's just a technical bug in their hiring system. There it is, the offer letter. You grab the letter and read it out loud. We regret to inform you that the role has been filled. Going back to square one always stings, but you're not alone. This happens to everyone at some point in their lives. Luckily, your mom says that your Uncle Gerald has a friend who can hook you up with a job at their warehouse. I know it's your birthday, but the company saves money when the new hires do their training on Saturday nights. So it's time to get to work. Congratulations on completing your training. Go home, get some rest. Tomorrow is your first real day at work. Your first day. And look how big the warehouse is. Think of all the room for productivity. There are absolutely no downsides to working in such a massive open building with no railings or safety structures. None whatsoever. So rumor has it that corporates spent all of their money on fighting Ted's injury lawsuit. So they've thrown you a pizza party instead, which, according to your boss, is arguably better. But don't worry, a manager's position has opened up, and that comes with a pay raise. Your mom walks into your room with a letter. You got the job. Tomorrow is your first day as an unpaid intern. What an honor. Some would be discouraged knowing they only got the job because their obsession with rollerblades makes them the ideal candidate for grabbing coffee. But you're a little discouraged as well. This training is absolutely essential. Daryl needs his coffee to be piping hot. Congratulations, you've finished training. Now the real work begins. Your boss Bill has his office on the first floor and seems like a really nice guy. Great taste in coffee too. Hopefully you can really impress him with your grind set. At the all-hands meeting, your boss Bill announces that you've been chosen for the in-house interview, which, according to him, is just a bunch of softball questions since it's really more of a formality than anything. You did it. The job is yours. And as you watch the other interns get fired one by one, you can start to taste the prestige of being a junior financial analyst. You're ready to kick ass and make money, and you're all out of money. Unfortunately, being a junior financial analyst means you're just another cog in the corporate machine. No one is going to notice you if you don't make yourself stand out. Being a cog means doing a lot of the same thing over and over again. But the company wine mixer is coming up, and if you can make a good impression, it'll go a long way. After spinning your wheels for a year, you finally get invited to the company mixer. Rubbing shoulders with middle management has you inspired. You want to be one of them. What does a middle manager even do? Well, nobody knows, but they get paid more than you, and that's a good enough reason. You've been putting in tons of extra hours. You're doing the work of 2 employees. No one notices, but you brought a VP some coffee, and he liked that. You land a dinner with one of the executives. He likes you. Not because you do good work, but because he's also bald. Middle management feels a little closer. You land the perfect handshake in the hallway. It echoes across the floor. It's the talk of the office for a week. This is the kind of thing that gets you promoted. Finally, the company opens up a single middle management position. All you have to do is beat the rest of the applicants and the job is yours. The bumpers are a metaphor for the other applicants. The second round of interviews cuts out 90% of the applicants. The herd has been thinned out, and you're still standing strong. Wait, somehow Ted is in the running? When did he get a job here? It doesn't matter. Just stay focused and get that job. After months of grueling interviews, corporate dinners, endless schmoozing, you find a letter on your desk. One of the 2 positions is yours. They created another position for Ted. His uncle is a VP. The prestige of middle management. You're assigned a team of juniors, a huge pay raise, and your own office with a view. Not that office. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, and by the way, if your team's earnings drop to the bottom 30%, you'll be fired. Welcome to middle management. No one really knows what you do here, and in fact, no one really knows how to get promoted. Progressing at this stage of your career feels like a confusing maze with no clear path forward. He calls you with a job offer, but you have to decide right now. Ah! At this stage in your career, there are no safeguards. The only one who can convince the board to make you a department head is you. You hear about the Doinkler portfolio. 2 VPs have used their insider trading knowledge to invest a ton of money into it, but it hasn't taken off. You could take it on, but 3 other managers have been fired trying to make it work. You are desperate to become a department head and decide to take on the Doinkler portfolio. If you pull it off, you'll secure 2 votes from the board. If you don't, you'll be fired. You did it! You pulled off the Doinkler portfolio, you crazy son of a gun. Unfortunately, the vote is tomorrow, and you're 1 vote short. Looks like it's better luck next time. You're still convinced that being a full-time YouTuber is for absolute degenerates, but he was such a class act that it was enough to sway the vote. You are the new department head. Welcome to upper management. You're making more money than you could ever have dreamed of. You drive a fancy car, fancy blades, fancy suit. But if you thought that you would be working less, you'd be wrong. If you aren't constantly pushing ahead, you're likely to fall. You're so focused on the news about the rival company that you let your profits slip, and now your job is in jeopardy. You can't become a VP if you get fired as a department head. Time to buckle down. The FBI sweep the whole leadership team into prison, just as you thought. They need a new VP. And as the first candidate to apply without a criminal record, you're instantly chosen. They don't even look at your resume. Being a VP at a large company puts you in the top 0.01%. But it's not enough. The goal is and has always been to be CEO. You have no idea how, but all you know is that you need to keep grinding. You spend half of your salary on flying a board member to Wimbledon. They don't even like tennis, but they like being schmoozed, and you like how that helps your chances at being CEO. The CEO of your old company is considering retirement. There's only room at the top for one, but now's your chance. You got this. Just before the CEO of your old company retires, he gets arrested for embezzlement. But you've been schmoozing the board of directors for years, taking on hard portfolios, buying dinners at the country club, and turning a blind eye to embezzlement. You're ready to take the leap. All of your hard work has finally paid off. The board of directors have voted, and you are appointed the CEO. The journey is over. You have climbed the corporate ladder,